Hi there. In this video, we're going to talk about how to sign up to take your exams at the Student Disability Services office. If you're eligible for alternative testing accommodations, this includes any kind of exam accommodations, like extra time, taking your exam in a separate location, use of special furniture or equipment. You have the option to potentially take your exams at the Student Disability Services office. If you've decided to use your exam accommodations, but your instructor or someone else is going to proctor your exam themselves, that's totally fine. This video is just for students who are planning to take their exams at the Student Disability Services office. So, if you want to sign up to take your exams at SDS, what you're going to do is first log into your profile. If you're not sure how to do that, go back to the first video where it talks about requesting your accommodations. Once you've logged into your profile and requested your accommodations, you should see a screen similar to the one here. Up at the top, you'll have your to-do list, which will show you what you have to do next in terms of setting up your accommodations. As you can see in this hypothetical scenario, the student has requested their accommodations and they're eligible for alternative testing accommodations, but they have not yet scheduled an exam for this class. Alternatively, you may see a screen that looks more like this. If there's a step in your to-do list that says your instructor has not submitted the alternative testing contract for this class, please inform your instructor to complete the alternative testing contract through the instructor portal. This means you're not going to be able to sign up for the exam yet because there is information that we need from your instructor in order to proctor your exam. So if you see this message and you're trying to sign up, either contact our front desk or go talk to your instructor and remind them to submit the alternative testing contract for you in this class. But let's go back to the screen that states your next step is to sign up for an exam. Head over to where it says alternative testing and click this link. This will bring you to a screen that has a drop-down menu of your courses. If your class doesn't appear in the drop-down menu, go back to the main screen and double check your to-do list. Chances are your instructor has not submitted the alternative testing contract. Select the class for which you want to sign up for an exam, and then click Schedule an Exam. This will bring you to a screen that allows you to enter all the exam information and click Add Exam Request. Keep in mind, the date and time of your class should be listed up above. We encourage students to submit their exam requests for as close to the time the class is taking the exam as possible. We realize this may have some variability because if you're using things like extra time, the time may not line up perfectly with the time the class is taking the exam. But in order to increase exam security measures, it's important that all students sign up to take their exams as close to the class time as possible, unless your instructor has specified a different requirement. If your exam falls outside of our office hours, contact the front desk and make sure everyone's on the same page about when you should take your exam, including your instructor. When you're submitting all the information about the exam, you'll be asked to select the type of exam, and the options can be anything from exam, midterm, final, or quiz, anything like that. It's important to choose the correct exam here because this is going to dictate how much time you're going to have for the exam. For example, if you're taking a final exam and the class is getting 2 hours for it, we're going to calculate your extra time based on that 2 hours. But if you're taking a quiz and the class gets 10 minutes for it, we're going to calculate your extra time based on the 10 minutes. So if it's a final exam, make sure you don't put quiz. That way we can block off the right amount of time that you're going to be at SDS taking the exam. So select the exam and click Add Exam Request. If you see a green check mark, you will know the exam request went through. If you're brought to this screen, this means you've signed up less than 5 business days in advance. That's okay. In the future, try to remember to sign up at least 5 business days in advance. This ensures that we can accommodate and have room for everybody who needs to take exams at SDS. However, if you are late and signing up for the exam, don't stop here. Select a reason and click Submit Late Exam Request. If you skip this step, your exam request will not go through. To double check that your exam request went through, when you go back to the main dashboard, click on Alternative Testing again, and you should see all your upcoming exams for the current term. If the status says approved, you are good to go. If the status says not approved or processing, this means the testing center staff has received your request but has not approved it yet. If you have any questions about that, just give them a call. However, keep in mind, it will likely get approved anywhere between a week and 3 days before your exam. The last and final thing is that you'll get a reminder from our office, typically 2 or 3 days before the exam, sometimes earlier. This reminder will look like this. It will have all the information for the exam in it. It will remind you that you need to bring scantrons, calculators, pencils, and any other testing materials required for the exam, as well as have the date and time that you signed up to take the exam. If any of this looks incorrect, please contact us as soon as possible. Or if you don't get this email reminder 2 or 3 days before your exam, contact us. That may be an indication that something went wrong with your exam request. If you have any questions or concerns about any of this, feel free to shoot us an email at sds@usfca.edu or call us at 415-422-2613. Thanks for watching.